Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another video, another absolutely massive game of football. Manchester City could win the Premier League tomorrow if we beat Chelsea at the Etihad Stadium. I cannot wait to watch us lift that Premier League trophy, be it this week or next. It's going to happen. It's absolutely going to happen. I believe and trust in my beautiful Manchester City side. Not my side, your side, our Manchester City side. Good morning. How is everyone doing today? Are you all wonderful? Are you all well? I hope you're having a lovely Saturday so far. I'm sat here looking at delicious, glorious blue skies out there. So I've got a good feeling about this weekend. It's going to be a memorable one, I hope. Also, of course, rocking the beautiful new home shirt from Puma. Just got out of the shower, by the way, hence the very scruffy haircut. It's gorgeous. Check my review from yesterday's video as well if you want to watch a little bit more on that and see it in more glorious detail. Hello to everyone in the chat already, to Double Dog, to DA, to Dogsy Desami, to Saros, Zatanis, Moniefio, Fernandez, John. Good morning to you all. Please do hit that like button. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Good afternoon, actually, well, depending where you are. Yeah, good morning, good night, good evening. Hello. Hello to Mark as well. Yeah, this is it's crazy. What we're witnessing right now as Manchester City fans, we could be witnessing the best ever times, let's be honest. We could be witnessing glory coming out of our ears for the next week or two. It could be just genuinely huge, and that scares me, but it also excites me because this is what we all want in football. We want these moments, these weekends, these days where everything means something. It absolutely does. It could be worse, man. We could be Chelsea right now, where it's just a chaotic mid-table mess, and they're a very good side, and I'm sure they'll be up there eventually. But right now, this is as good as it gets in football. It is wonderful. Yeah, I did see the prices for the trip to Istanbul. I can't fucking afford that. I've got no chance. Literally no chance. I've got a mortgage to pay. I won't be going to Istanbul, by the way. I have zero money to my name, and looking at those flight costs and to try and get a ticket, and no chance. I haven't got a spare £1,000. I just haven't. I haven't got a spare £50 at the moment right now. So this is when on the credit card because it's a business expense. So guys, let's talk about this game anyway. Before I do that, I would like to talk about Circl. I am working with Circl, which is a really, really fun way to involve yourself during the game. The way Circl works is that there is a pot, and every single time something happens in the game, that pot shifts around like a circle. You see what they did there? And if you're at the top of the circle when full time hits or a certain moment hits in the game, you win some money. In this instance, it's the shifter special, which is you got to be top of the pot at full time, and you can potentially win up to £500, which is really good stuff. Of course, that isn't their only game as well. They've got the 5-match millions, which I'll explain how that works to you right now. I've got my phone up on screen. 1 second, let me get it on screen for you now, and I'll explain how it works. Let me bring it up. 5 match million basically is a chance to win £1 million. It really is as simple as that, which is pretty exciting, isn't it? It's really, really exciting. Basically, you've got to predict the number in 5 games. If you can get the number right in 5 games, then you could win £1 million. It's dead simple. Pay £2 to enter. Pick 5 numbers across 5 games. Those numbers are decided, like in Circl's old-fashioned. Basically, it spins around the pot and so on, and your number has to be at the top as that happens. So, good luck if you do enter. You click the link in the description below. Do let me know if you've signed up and how did it go. You can pay for £2, which seems an absolute bargain for you potentially could win. Here it is once again. There's a quick example over here. Hang on, there we go. Pick your 5 match numbers, for example. Any of those, that's for example, and then you go for the next game and do the same, and you win some money. More numbers you get, the more correct. The more numbers you get, the more money you win, of course. The shifter special, check it out right now as well for the Chelsea game this weekend. Link in description below. Good luck to all who enter. So, 18 plus UK based, of course. So let's look at this City-Chelsea game. The Google has us as a win probability of 77%. We're currently top of the table by 4 points. If we win, we win the league. It really is that simple. Chelsea are sat down in 11th after a crushing season for Chelsea. Their form has been truly abysmal. They're not fighting City and Liverpool these days. They're fighting Palace and Fulham. And there's no shame in that to be around Fulham and Palace. But for Chelsea, they won't be happy at all. 2 very good clubs either side of them, but they're Chelsea. They're Chelsea, you know. In a week that Manchester City got to a Champions League final, Chelsea are languishing mid-table. But that's why we should take them very, very seriously, because they are a very dangerous club. They are a very dangerous club with loads of quality and players who want something to prove under Frank Lampard. Let's look at Chelsea's general run of form. It has not been good at all. A 2-2 draw last week against relegation-threatened Forest at home. Not ideal. Chelsea, they beat Bournemouth 3-1 away. They lost to Arsenal, Madrid, Brighton, Brentford, Madrid again, Wolves. I'm not sure if you can hear my son screaming downstairs, by the way, if you can. I don't know if you can or not, but let me know if you can hear him. But Ruben's just on a mad one downstairs. My son Ruben, not Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz, get out of my house, you mad bastard. They lost to Villa. They lost to pretty much everyone these days. They had a really terrible run of form, which of course saw Graham Potter go, and Lampard hasn't done much better. Against their Forest, this is how they lined up. They've got so many players. This is how they lined up that day. Badiashile alongside Silva with Lewis Hort, left back Chalaboa. Then Kovacic, Enzo Fernandez, Conor Gallagher, Mazueke, Felix and Sterling. Obviously with a bench just full of players, full of a lot of fucking money. And that's from a Manchester City fan. Loftus-Cheek, Ziyech, Havertz. Ziyech, 40 million? Havertz, about 80. Kepa, about 70. Pulisic, about 50. Mudryk, about 90. Fofana, 80. Jesus Christ. No, different Fofana, 80. The other one, I don't know how much Datro Fofana was worth for Azpilicueta, but it's a lot of money, even by Man City standards, Genuinely an awful lot of money. They are a team currently in flux. They're just floating about, very confused, Where Manchester City, our run of form has just been imperious. We are unbeaten in 20-odd games. We are in Champions League final, the FA Cup final. We could be winning a treble. Guardiola was, of course, vocal and wonderful as ever in the press conference. We'll go through his quotes as per usual. All the tennis players say they serve to win Wimbledon is the most difficult one. On Sunday, the game's in our hands to win the most important competition. I don't know what he's on about there. Oh, he says the serve to win Wimbledon is the most difficult one. So what he's saying is that when you've got 1 point to win Wimbledon, it's dead hard to serve it. It's just really hard. And he's right. So the last game is always the hardest one. You've only got to cast your minds back to the Aston Villa game at home last year where we made a pig's ear of it but then turned it round. Or QPR. It's just fucking difficult. It's really, really difficult to do it. And he's right. But at the same time, it's in our hands. The most important competition, he called, and he's right, by the way. He was asked if they calmed down. He said it's non-stop. Of course, we're satisfied to play the Champions League final, but it's non-stop. Now it is coming. Now the most difficult thing is coming. It is indeed. To the Premier League is 10 to 11 months. Every week, we're lucky to have the chance to finish at home with our people. We have to take it. We have to take it, by the way. You want to win it at home, crying out loud. You've got to win it at home. I'm there tomorrow, by the way, so there'll be no watch along. I'm working with BBC Radio Manchester. I can't wait to be on the co-coms before the game, half-time and full-time, hopefully celebrating a Manchester City title win. Big shout out to Mike Monet for getting me in there on the co-coms. I can't wait. I wish I was commentating on the game. I'm not. Ex-Man City player Jim Whitley will be doing that, actually, which will be great stuff. So I'll be there tomorrow. So no watch along, but I couldn't turn down a chance to be at the stadium. He said, I remember us leading United 2-0 at half-time. We lost 3-2. Villa led 2-0 last day of the season. We have to finish the job on Sunday. He's right. He said emotions on many things, and we cannot be distracted. We will not forgive ourselves. Focus on every single game until the end of the season to finish well. He's right. And also, just the timing. We need to get it won. Thank you very much, Barry. It's very nice. The kit is lovely. But we need to get it won because then we can give some players a little bit of a rest. He said, we've done it many times. We cannot deny it in terms of delivering in big moments. Champions League semi-final, the best team in this competition. They've done 11 semi-finals in 13 years. Do it against them gives us confidence and credit. We've done it against Arsenal, Liverpool, United, big teams at home. We feel we are strong and confident with our people. He's right. The Etihad is a fortress. He said, as a manager, I feel part of something. I never think it belongs to me. He's referring to titles here. I'm part of that, but we cannot deny it. Without the credible decisions of the sporting director and the board and the players, the most important thing. Being close to winning it again in our hands after last weekend, I'm really pleased. I'm not the only person we lose semi-finals or finals, not only responsible. Yeah, there we go. So everyone talked about De Bruyne, like some fucking stupid tacticos on Twitter being knobheads, getting like overanalyzing De Bruyne shouting. And I knew they wouldn't give a shit because just in the moment, Guardiola said, we shout at each other, I like it. In some games, sometimes it can be flat and I like this energy. You don't see how many times he shouts at me in training ground. I love that. Of course he fucking does. He's Kevin fucking De Bruyne. He doesn't give a shit, but Pep doesn't give a shit either. Two immense professionals, but they like it. They care. Pep prefers it when players say, fuck off. No, I'll do it this way. As opposed to, all right, mate. Like, he prefers the passion. He prefers the energy. As long as it's about the same ideal and goal, you know? He doesn't mind disagreements. He just wants players to care. So, absolutely, I love that. I love that quote. You know, this is like, it is what it is. It is what it is. These players care, you know, and they're winners, and he's a winner, and Guardiola's a winner. They're both great at what they do. Guardiola said at halftime we spoke about controlling the game, drop them and turn them. We didn't do it. Kevin stays calm and makes an incredible assist. Jack did the opposite. He could run but helps the team and joins the passes. It's football. We can do it. I think these things must happen to be competitive. Interesting there, isn't it, how Jack talked about he's just doing a really good role for the team. He's right as well. Absolutely. He said if Arsenal kept the rhythm, we couldn't have caught them, which is true, by the way. Yeah, it's very true, but, you know. So we talk about mentality because we won. I don't believe... I defended the team last year when we lose, but last year we didn't have the mentality versus Madrid, but we have the same mentality. To recover 8 points and Arsenal first, a game in hand, it was fake. We knew we had to win games, and they dropped. If Arsenal maintained the rhythm of the first leg, it wouldn't be possible. They dropped points, and we were there. It means a lot to us. He also talked about changing the system, which is interesting. He said you can't play 7 years of the same way. Different players, as we used to have a false nine, now it's Erling. 2 defenders don't play the same way because they know you. They discover secrets. They counter. You have to create another. And he's right. There's no one better. There is no one better than Guardiola for changing and refreshing. I love this quote, by the way. Guardiola says he believes he gets the credit for he deserves for what he's achieved. He said, I love myself a lot. Pep, Baldy, we love you too, my friend. Everyone just telling him that we love him. We love you, Pep. We absolutely love you. That was interesting, by the way. He came out and mentioned the Southampton Carabao Cup game, said it was the lowest game in 7 years. I was reading Jack Gaughan's piece at the Daily Mail, and he was talking about how apparently Guardiola absolutely destroyed the players after that. He ripped him to shreds. Because he was not happy with their performance at all, in a very un-Guardiola kind of way. So yeah, absolutely, and it doesn't surprise me at all because it was a low point, but it changed everything. He said he won't be watching the Forest game, and he doesn't have any champagne in the fridge for Saturday night. No, they're gonna win. They're gonna win that game. So in my mind, I would like to feel that we have to win to be Premier League champions. In our mind, it doesn't matter what happens in Nottingham. I agree. Actually, I want to win it tomorrow at the ground. I don't want it to be over today. I don't. I want tomorrow to be a celebration and cathartic when we score. You know, I don't want it to be. Come on, I actually want Arsenal to win. Does anyone else feel the same way? I know that sounds crazy, but I want them to win it. You know, Pep what ball. I don't see any of that tomorrow. That's always a bad thing. I just don't. I want the game to mean something tomorrow because. Oh, that's interesting. Brand Holt said, "Will this be the last home match for Gundogan and Bernardo?" Could be, mate. Which is a horrible thought. And do you know what's really worse is that they won't get a send off if they go, and they deserve it because they haven't come out and left, which would be terrible. I wish if Gundogan was going, we all knew by now. Which makes me think maybe he hasn't made his mind up because surely Gundogan would want that send off, you know. Maybe he hasn't made his mind up yet. Guardiola said there's no player's got a clause to play every game. Of course, obviously. City would never agree to that. I don't know who asked that question or why. Guardiola said, perform like we have in the last weeks and we will be there. We can celebrate something unique at home, not away. Football's emotions. If we can do it at home, we have to do it. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Lampard said... I think they are the best team in the world. The City, it's true. He said Haaland says he's a fantastic start. I've got huge respect. I tried to bring him to Chelsea the last time I was here. His level at the time was very clear. Credit to him. Good eye, but it's obvious eye, you know. He said City are good for football. You have to push the standards, etc., etc. Let me go and find the quotes from half 10 as well. I did love that, by the way. Haaland playing Minecraft. Fuck me, what a guy. Wrong button there. Sorry. Is there anyone less toxic than Haaland? Incredible. Amara Rip with the super chat says, we'll be there tomorrow. Unfortunately, I don't get a ticket in the way end. Any chance you can sneak me in the home end, Stephen Lol? I don't have that pull, mate. I was begging for a ticket as well. And, you know, eventually I'm doing some BBC Man stuff. But, you know, good luck, mate. I don't think I can do. That'll be fun for you, won't it, mate? I don't know how you're going to put up with that. But good luck and enjoy the game, Amara. You mad bastard. Let me see the later quotes from Guardiola. He did do some more. Quotes. Oh, has he not come out? It's tomorrow evening. So let's look at the team then. How do we reckon the team's going to be? You know, I think it's obviously going to be Ederson in goal, right? We know that. Ederson. I don't think there's going to be many changes, you know. I think Akanji's going to play. I think Diaz. I think Stones. I think Walker. It depends if Ake's fit. I don't know. Rodri's going to play. Do you think there'll be Foden? Do you think Foden might get a chance at home? I won't be surprised if Foden plays instead of De Bruyne, weirdly. You know, I think De Bruyne is tired. Like, and Foden came on as a number 10 the other day. But we know Haaland's going to play. I can't decide the team. It's really interesting. It could be that Foden will be 23 in a few days. Do you know what got me? Alvarez is 23 as well, by the way. Charlie, be careful with the ticket thing, mate. Just take whatever precautions you can do, pal. I don't know where you find these tickets, but whatever you do, as many precautions as you can. Because there'll be a lot of touts everywhere, a lot of scammers. I think Grealish will start. I think he probably deserves it. Gundo's going to start. Do you know what? I'm going to say the same team. Maybe Foden. This is going to be one of Bernardo, Mahrez, or Foden. I think there's a chance Foden plays, you know, here, because he played when he came on the other day with his assist. I wouldn't be surprised. With Stones up here, obviously. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. And then Mahrez out wide, weirdly. With Bernardo, maybe a rest. Who knows? But it could also be Bernardo. It could be Foden out here on the left. It's very hard to predict this. I think most of the team will be the same. Yeah, I would always say with tickets, by the way, if you're going to look for tickets, try and pick up it in person or PayPal, yeah, if you can dispute it. It's just hard to do. You have to be really careful with the ticket stuff. This team, it could also be Bernardo again. It could just be exactly the same. Kev might want to play. If Kev wants to play, he's playing. He might be fine, you know. It could be this. Haaland won't rest. We've got a chance to win the league at home. There's no chance Haaland's resting. And he shouldn't do because he needs to win with some money. I think it's going to be the same team, you know. Mahrez could play, though. I don't know. All I do know is that I reckon the City side are going to win it. I'm going to go for 3-0 tomorrow. I'm feeling comfortable. I think City will turn up, put on a show, and I think it'll be a fascinating game of football. I can't fucking wait. Win the fucking game, Manchester City. Just win the game. 3-0 I'm going for. Guys, this is my video. My preview done. I can't wait for tomorrow. I cannot wait for it at all. Jack won't start, Gundo won't, the rest will play, says channel YouTube. Maybe you're right, man, with a super chat. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I think Gundogan will, just simply because there's a chance that Gundogan could be his last home game and he's our captain. We'll see. Maybe you're right, pal. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Don't forget to check out the Circl, the Shifter Special, where you could win £500 or their other game, which is immense. You could win 1 million quid off £2. 5 match millions is great fun. Guys, like this video, subscribe, and I'll catch you. Yeah, I was on that. Yeah, actually, yeah, the weekend show. Premier League Welcome to Weekend beats by Flippy. I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. Anyway, catch you tomorrow in a bit. Watch my review yesterday. Bye-bye.